Good morning, Crown and Joy family. I caught myself the other day thinking about who needs to get in office to either straighten out the country or bring about justice and equality. And that's something that we all can begin to fall into these days. So far, we have three major events going on in our world at the same time, not to mention what's going on in other countries. But at least here, it is the coronavirus, racial unrest, and an election. It is easy to begin to look for earthly solutions to these problems, solutions that we can get our hands around. For instance, we could look to a vaccine to take care of the virus. We could look to politics, or the goodwill of reasonable people, or the power of protest to highlight the critical issues of race and injustice and force people to deal with them. And we could look to particular parties, or political parties that is, or leaders to clear away the rubbish of polarization and unite us as one nation no matter where we live. And yet, the scriptures remind us in Psalms 47:8 that God reigns over the nations and he sits on a holy throne that is the absolute epitome of justice and peace. But with all the noise on the streets, or Wi-Fi, or the airwaves, we can start grasping for things around us. Hold it! The fate of black, brown, indeed all races, this nation, or the world is not in the hands of humanity. It is in the hands of a God who is merciful, gracious, slow to anger, abounding in steadfast love and faithfulness, whose just and sovereign rule and purposes cannot be thwarted, as we see in both Exodus 34:6 and Job 42:2. He will be there when both Biden and Trump are gone. His reign extends beyond the life cycle of raging microbes or mobs. This does not mean we bury our heads in the sand, becoming no earthly good. It means we do not place our hopes on earthly resources and or powers that can fail, even over the long haul, and leave us disillusioned. It means as we look for ways to address problems and understand issues, we do so with God at the center of our thoughts, words, deeds, emotions, and expectations. Let me encourage you to stop for a moment and allow the Spirit of the Lord to realign your hopes as he had to realign mine, so that we can continue to live through this period without being overcome with fears, anxieties, or false hopes. Thank you for listening.